Um, I actually, needless to say, I do not suffer from white guilt, but my voice does. Next joke. Nobody wants to come into America thanks to Donald Trump. You're aware that tourism is really, really down. And in point of fact that Canada is trying to steal New York's tourists. You're aware of that? In fact, Toronto just billed itself as the upper West Side. Next joke. We all know who Marvin Gaye is, right? And we all know that Marvin Gaye was actually killed by his father. His father actually shot him to death. Wouldn't the world be a better place if it was Donald Trump's dad who had that sort of parenting skill? Next joke. My friends and family get upset with me whenever I tell them that I go to Africa to get a facial. I guess it's because Africa is the name of my dog. Next joke. My wife, for my birthday, bought me a pair of really sexy boxers, but unfortunately, they weren't a good fit. No matter how hard I tried, neither one would allow me to watch them fuck her. Next joke. Hey, good news, my sister lost some weight. Bad news, she had a miscarriage. Next joke. Speaking of my sister, when I was 10 years old, I found out my sister Janice was a pot smoker. And I don't know anything about weed, but I was kissed her too because I really looked up to her. So one day when she was out of the house, I stepped into her room and I looked in her drawer and I found this weed and I lit it up. And I hit on that thing for 7 minutes before I realized it was a tampon. Because you're young, you try things. Now you probably think you can't get high from a tampon, and you'd be right. Not did I not get high, but I had toxic syndrome for a week. Next joke. I actually once tried to kill myself. I thought that suicide by train would be most efficient. It wasn't. After the fifth guy fucked me, all I got was sore. Next joke. You know that phrase where they say, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater? You know that phrase of don't throw the baby out with the bathwater? Well, you tell me a better way to get out paying child support. Next joke. My mother is legally blind, which means she has eyesight but can't see very far ahead. That's also known as being a libertarian. Next joke. My mother really is blind, so I can honestly say she never saw my dad coming. Next joke. No whistles, just slaps. Thank you. I was once attacked by a bear in the woods. In the woods is a gay bar in Greece. Next joke. Do you like it when the person you're with talks during sex? Do you like your partner talking during sex? I do. I like it when they're really loud. I love it when a woman says, "Help! Police! Help!" Next joke. A lot of my gay friends think they freak me out by telling me about the gay sex they have. They're like, I go into these dark rooms and I'm having sex with all these strangers and we don't even know who each other is. We're screwing and fucking and all that stuff. You're not shocking me with that. I've heard of Catholic seminary. Next joke. Sex with my girlfriend is actually getting kind of stale. So I decided to spice things up by introducing a sex toy into the bedroom. I called it a sex toy. My girlfriend called it her daughter. Next joke. Is it okay to make rape jokes if you've been a rape victim? What if your definition of rape is having to pay back your student loans? Next joke. My grandfather used to refer to Intamin's chocolate cake as chocolate crack, which is funny because that's also what he called my grandmother's asshole. Next joke. I like to refer to my precious 3-year-old son as a little angel, but that's because he's dead. Next joke. Actually, I have 3 beautiful little girls every time I go to Cambodia. Next joke. Do you guys like having sex with the lights on? Do people here like having sex with the lights on? I don't like having sex with the lights on. Because honestly, if the lights are on, that means I have to get the ski mask on. Next joke. always tell, a woman always lets me know when she wants to break with me and never see me again. I can always tell when a woman wants to break with me and never see me again, because they always say the same damn thing. I'm pregnant. Next joke. You know, a lot of women are opening up about sexual harassment, which is ironic since if they don't put it in the first place, there would be no need for the harassment. Next joke. I was a film major in college, and I was really surprised when I took my first film history course to see all the early black and white silent pictures, all the black characters were played by white people in blackface. And I was very, very offended about this. I was very, very shocked. So I went to my professor and said, why do they have this? Why do white people in blackface? Why do they just hire black actors? And this is where you go to college, so I really learned something. He said, Joe, the answer is obviously black people hadn't been invented yet. Next joke. I've taken a number of improv classes. Improv is just cool skill. You learn to say the first thing off the top of your head. But every improv class I've ever taken, I was the only black person in it. I couldn't understand why that was. And I stopped to think about it and realized the reason there are more blacks in improv because black people don't want to be around a lot of white people who say the first thing off the top of their heads. Because that could go bad real fucking fast. Next joke. Black women are least likely to commit suicide, whereas white men are more likely to commit suicide. This is a fact I have to call good news for a change. Next joke. Everyone knows to be checked for prostate cancer, a doctor has to take his lubricated finger and stick it up your anus, which must mean my gym teacher in high school was a doctor. Next joke. To fight prostate cancer, you have to masturbate. This is absolutely true. I'm not making this up. Masturbation actually helps you prevent prostate cancer. So guys, the next time someone catches you jerking off, just say, leave me alone, can't you see I'm fighting cancer? Next joke. You know, I first learned about Muslims when I read the autobiography of Malcolm X. The children's version, the one he wrote with Dr. Seuss. Does anyone know that one? No? You remember it had the character called the Black in the Hat? Then had a sequel, The White Man Who Stole Christmas. Next joke. Do you know this? That the Prophet Muhammad was actually married to a 9-year-old girl? This is true. The Prophet Muhammad was actually married to a 9-year-old girl. So why did the Prophet Muhammad cross the road? To fuck another 9-year-old. Next joke. Do you guys like having sex in cars? Do people like having sex in cars? I don't like having sex in cars. Honestly, I just don't think the penis was made to go into a tailpipe. Next joke. My cousin was in a gang years ago. He was in a gang, and they were terrible. They beat people up. They took people's property. They even murdered people. But he misses being in that gang. In fact, he said to me the other day, you know, Joe, I really miss being a cop. Next joke. Regarding the crucifixion, biblical scholars believe that had Jesus Christ being hung rather than crucified, he would have got himself some pussy. Next joke. You gotta admit this about Jesus Christ. Of all the biblical or religious figures out there, Jesus Christ easily the most fuckable, yes? Because with Jesus, you have just so many more options thanks to the stigmata. You can fuck him in his hands. You can fuck him in his feet. I've never fucked anyone in the hip before. That's gotta be pretty hot. Next joke. I actually wrote a book for children to help them cope with the death of a pet. It's called My Little Cookbook. Next joke. If you're a killer and you enjoy killing people and then you die killing yourself, does that mean you die doing what you love? Next joke. Black Lives Matter talks about the white cops killing black people, but white cops also kill white people. They're called their wives and girlfriends, but they do kill them. Next joke. You forget 90% of your dreams when you wake up. And of course, by wake up I mean get married and have children. Next joke. I gotta give my dad credit. My dad did not believe in beating his children. That's because he didn't believe in meeting his children. Next joke. You ever did this? I tried to wash the dishes with my sister-in-law. Huge disaster. No matter how hard I tried, I could not get that woman into the machine. Next joke. Anybody here Catholic? Any Catholics here? Anybody Catholic? No? Do people here like this Pope? Do you like the Pope? He seems like a very nice man to me. He seems very, very nice. And then I stopped to think, and I thought, well, of course he seems nice. That's how we get you into his van. Next joke. The shooting of unarmed black men by the police is racist and scary and horrible. And the shooting of unarmed black people by the cops is racist and horrible and terrible. But since it's happening anyway, one of these assholes is going to kill my wife. Next joke. You know, they're saying the most popular fruit in the world is bananas, but I say it's Elton John. Next joke. Hey, is it okay to refer to the Holocaust as white-on-white crime? Next joke. M&M stands for Mars and Murray. That's the name of the two men who created the chocolate M&Ms. They used the first initial of each of their last names to call it M&Ms, Mars and Murray. The thing is, they could have called it after their first name because they both had the same first name, which is diabetes. Next joke. I burnt myself the other day screwing in a light bulb. That's it for me. I'm going to stick to just screwing in a woman. Next joke. You know, they say sperm can be used as an anti-aging cream. You can use sperm on your face as an anti-aging cream. Or at least that's what I told my girlfriend when she found me in the park sucking off these two guys. And final joke. Well, yes, this will be the final joke. You know, sperm can exist in a woman's body for up to 5 days. You think that's bad? The only thing that lives longer with a woman is the bass player in a band. I'm Mr. Dixon. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Keep it going for Mr. Dixon, ladies and gentlemen. And now, please welcome our final act of the night, Carolyn Miller.